Welcome back to Isabella's Review. I am clearly Isabella. um Today I'm going to be talking about my view on depression, which I know was like a hard subject to talk about, but I have MDD, which is major depressive disorder, and it is a massive struggle. I feel hopeless all the time. I basically can't regulate my emotions that well, and I kind of just have to deal with it, which is really bad. And I know that other people struggle with it too. I'm constantly in high stress, but also I'm not at the same time, which is really weird. I don't really understand depression. It just kind of feels numb, if that makes sense. I think that it's a very hard topic to talk about because it is such a common and serious thing. And I think we talk about it a lot, but we don't talk about it a lot. I know that doesn't make sense. I don't think we talk about how it affects daily life enough. Because I feel like I can't get out of bed sometimes. I feel like I can't handle talking to other people sometimes. And isolation is not a good thing. You should not be isolating yourself. You should never be isolating yourself. Unless you're like contagious and you have like a fever or something. I don't know. I don't really think you should be isolating yourself though. Honestly, having MDD, it's even made me think about like my hobbies and stuff. Like, I don't want to do anything, even though they're my hobbies and it's what I enjoy, or what I enjoy when I'm not in a flare up. Like, you kind of just have to like figure it out and work day by day, one by one, if that makes any sense. And I don't know what my dog is doing right now. She's walking around my room and I don't know what she's doing. And I feel really bad about how I look. I feel really bad about how I act. I have like really bad needs to fidget with things. Like, I'll mess with my hair. I cut my hair a lot because of my depression, and I feel like changing how I look, even in the smallest ways, helps. It's my coping mechanism. So I'll cut my hair, and I'll dye my hair, and I'll do my nails. And it's an expensive thing to cope like that. And I just honestly wanted to come talk to you guys about it because I know I'm not the only one, and I know how I cope with stuff is a very common way to cope with MDD and all of these other things. I really struggle doing a lot, and honestly, it's just really hard. I even I either eat a lot or I eat not enough when I'm not okay like this, like in a flare up and all of this stuff. And I kind of just like rethink a lot of the things that I had done in the past, and like things that had happened in the past, and just like hyper fixating on that and how I could have done things differently, or just like, and I shouldn't be thinking about all of that all the time, but I am, especially when I'm in a flare up. Like, it's pretty much only when I'm in a flare up like this I'm like really struggling. I have my family to help me though. Well, I have my mom to help me. It's pretty much just my mom. Like, I have other people, but I feel like it feels like it's just checking a box right now, if that makes sense. Like, when I'm not in flare up like this, it's fine. I'm not checking a box, you know? I actually, like, genuinely care. But right now, it feels like I'm, like, obligated to, like, talk to people and just, like, check the box, if that makes sense. I am really sleepy, and it's just a struggle. So, I know I'm not the only one experiencing this. I know there's other people. I know that it is definitely not helpful, especially back in the school year, because schools don't care. Schools just care about grades. At least in my experience with schools, they just care about grades. They don't care about, like, your mental health or your physical health. So really, you have to rely on, like, friends and family, and it's really hard to find people that are trustworthy. So you're doing great, and if you have MDD like me, or just anything like this, you're gonna be okay. I promise. It just might take some time. It might, like, take a tiny bit of a mindset change. It's just gonna take some time. Like, obviously, it is not like, well, it's always gonna be there, right? But you can change how much it's there. It just takes a while to learn how to change how much it's there. I was doing really well, and then, like, some things happened, and then I'm, like, not okay. So, you're gonna do great, and that's it for today, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.